Hi, hello, my name is Beth, and this is Rad Art, a show where I pick someone out of pop culture who I think is edgy.
Tell you why I think they're edgy.
And then I draw them, and I try a different technique just about every single time, except for this time because it's Inktober, baby! I'm doing ink, baby! I get asked all the time what my favorite medium is, and this is it. I like ink. I like colored ink. I like uncolored ink. What am I saying? I like ink in a bottle. I like ink in a pen. I like ink that's just dried on a plate. I ain't never washed this. It's been like 2 years. And who are we drawing today? Miley Cyrus, and we're gonna dress her up like a witch cause it's October, fam! I'll let you in on a little secret. This is the second time I've attempted to draw Miley, and I think I found my white whale. I can't get her face to look like her face, so this is just an October-themed tribute. Miley Cyrus is a singer-songwriter and actress who we've basically watched grow up on camera. Her birth name is Destiny Hope Cyrus, and no, I'm not making that up. I'm sure her parents had their hearts in a good place. Now, she would later and understandably change her name to Miley, which is a shortened version of her childhood nickname, Smiley. Which is a nice story, right? And growing up as Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter and Dolly Parton's goddaughter, Miley was practically set up to be an entertainer. So what's so fun about Miley is her evolution from perfectly clean Disney star to hypersexual, some may say deviant. How does a child who unironically wears a purity ring grow up to be a woman who writhes on wrecking balls, sings about Molly, and twerks on anything she can get her butt close to? I mean, college courses were even modeled about the event. Skidmore College, one of America's most expensive private schools, offered a class titled The Sociology of Miley Cyrus, Race, Class, Gender, and Media, which, like, sign me up, because that shit's fascinating. So here's the timeline, right? She starts as a child actress around 8, eventually auditioning for Hannah Montana at 11. She gets the part, and with the incredible and sudden success of the show, is catapulted into fame as a teen idol. She would produce 4 albums as Hannah Montana, and at age 17, Billboard ranked her as the 4th best-selling female artist of that year. At 18, Miley began to distance herself from her youthful image, continuing a boundary-pushing trend that she'd started with the quote-unquote topless Annie Leibovitz Vanity Fair photo shoot years earlier. She turned to acting for a while and then abruptly dove into the world of hip-hop, chopping off and bleaching her hair and removing most of her clothes for the infamous 2013 MTV Video Music Awards, where she did sexy stuff with a foam finger and also Robin Thicke. I am guilty of being a harsh critic of Miley during those years, and honestly, I don't have any reason to be on a high horse about anything. I'm literally recording this pantsless, 4 days worth of grime on my body, and yes, if you were wondering, my underwear does have holes, thank you very much. What I wasn't doing was empathizing with what it must be like to learn about yourself while also under a harsh media microscope, and that microscope hates change. Miley's stint with hip-hop was just that, and now in 2007 she's abandoned the sound to return to something closer to her own roots. Now, I'm wading into the topic of white privilege with this one, so I'll just say that no one ages gracefully and move on. One really awesome thing that came out of those tumultuous years was the Happy Hippie Foundation, a nonprofit Miley organized to rally young people to fight injustice facing homeless youth, LGBTQ youth, and other vulnerable populations. Miley is a vocal and public supporter of 39 well-known charities including Make-A-Wish Foundation, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and To Write Love on Her Arms. The woman has performed to raise money at the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation Celebrity Picnic. She visits sick fans in hospitals and takes a big stand when it comes to natural disasters. The Happy Hippie Foundation is, as we speak, collecting money for Hurricane Harvey relief. I'm honestly very impressed by the list of causes she's donated her time, money, and voice to, and the girl's only 24 years old. As privileged as it might have been, Miley has fought a hard battle to get the world to see her as a woman and not a girl. She reinvents her image every few years. Now in 2017, she's a coach on The Voice and sporting an Elvis-era rockabilly vibe. She no longer smokes weed and no longer listens to hip-hop, but the girl's 24 and has decades in front of her to fascinate the masses with. Keep it interesting, Miley. And you know what? I'm sorry that I can't get your face to look right. Like this video and subscribe to Snarled if you haven't already. If you like me and this bird, we've got a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel. It's called Beth Be Rad. There's a link down in the description for it. There's a bunch of other links that you could check out, and then while you're down there, leave me a comment with who you want me to draw for the next Rad Art, and maybe Garrus will do it next week. He won't. It's gonna be a Halloween-themed one. We're gonna draw with blood.